Hey everybody, once again this is Joe from Joyful Noise Productions, here to bring you another video. But before we go and get into it, please do me a favor. Like this video, share this video to all your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so that way you can be notified of every new video that comes up, so that way you can be able to get up on the latest of what comes on here at Joyful Noise Productions. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, as some of you, if you guys caught the first video, which will be on the card right over here, you can see that when I started this channel, I wanted to talk about everything under the sun as far as in relations to music. Because also in part of not just creating music and also just doing some informatives about music, you become a content creator. Duh. Anyways, when you create content, obviously it's going to require you to be involved in doing video. Now, as we look at other video creators, we can see that, man, they got the best sound stage, they got the best cameras, they got the best editing editors and things like that. And all that makes their videos pop. When it comes to us wanting to do that, this is what happens. Unfortunately, we are in a time where certain people are stealing from Peter to pay Pablo, Jose, and Juan with our own hard-earned cash, which doesn't leave us very much money to be able to do something like this. However, there are still effective ways to be able to create content without having to go deep into the pockets. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is money. Again, in a time where there's not very much money to go around and we're really scraping for cash, let alone just trying to do everything we can while at the same time finding everybody else is getting paid for it, we can be able to still find ways to get around it. Now, first thing obviously that comes up is the camera. Now, when it comes to having a camera, believe it or not, your own phone can be the perfect camera for what you're going to be using for content creation. What's the most common one at this point? The iPhone. When you look at the iPhone, people are using it to create their videos and stuff like that. Even some will go as far as to even make movies with it. You think, right? So when you have a good quality phone, which most phones now these days are a good quality, you can be able to create a near picture perfect video everywhere you go. Personally, I use the Samsung A15. Now, currently right now, I'm using the A15 to do the majority of my videos. And the other part, I also have my Samsung 11. I got this guy, I've had this bad boy for almost forever. And this guy still, in the beginning of a lot of videos, I would use this guy to make the videos that I need. I also do some B-roll with it. Whatever camera you got, at least if you have an iPhone or a Samsung, you're pretty much in good company. Now, where we may have to dive a little bit more into other stuff, sure, we're gonna need to get a video stand, or video camera stand. We're gonna need to get maybe a little microphone here and there. Now, as you look at my setup as a musician, I got some things to go around. Like a mic stand or an spare boom stand. You can also see that I got everything set up a certain way. Now, in today's economy, we are very fortunate to have Temu. Yes, a lot of the stuff that I bought has been on Temu, like the shotgun mic that I'm using right now. So if you hear any reverb or any kind of slapback or something like that, or sometimes the audio may sound a little weird, it's because I am using this microphone. Also, you can be able to get other little trinkets that you can be able to use for your video production, such as lights. You can also be able to get video tripods, all that on Temu for the bang for the buck. And that is the best way to go around the financial straits that is happening to us at this point. Also, you need to invest in a good video program. There's a lot of video suites out there. Now, what I'm using right now is Filmora 13 from Wondershare. It's simple, it's fast, and it's easy. For about $50 a year, you can be able to have a subscription license. It'd be nice if they had one for PC where it'd be a perpetual license. Right now, it does what it needs to do. It also comes with all sorts of effects that is very possible and necessary to use as you create your video production. Also, there's also a phone version as well. So if you don't got no laptop, no desktop, you also got one for a phone. For this one's like about $17 a year. And you can be able to upload any videos, and you can do all the editing, all the texting, and everything you need to do to create a full-blown video just on your phone alone. So when it comes to using these powerful tools, we have them right at our disposal. Number 2, time. Now, if you're young, you got no responsibilities in a sense, like you don't have no family, no kids or anything like that, you're gonna have a little bit more time to be able to make content, be able to talk about things, and being able to do a lot of research and formulate stuff and be able to come up with opinions or maybe even some reviews of things that you want to talk about. If you're like me, you have to make time, because sometimes you got to worry about people who are depending on you, people who need your time, people who need you to do this, need to do what, need this, need that. Again, you have to make time. You have to work around everybody's schedule. You have to find times or even have them respect your time that you need to do to create video production. Right now, I'm recording this video at night because to some degree my schedule has kind of been a little unstable. So being able to do this at night has kind of helped me to kind of get things going. It's helped me to do things what need to be done, and that way I can be able to get you the content that you need. So when it comes to this kind of stuff, time is of the essence, and that's something you need to make. Number 3, effort. When it comes to creating effort, as you probably see, there are some content creators that are going to sound like this.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the... Anyone?
Then there might be some creators that are going to sound like this.
No, Glenn, you're wrong! My stuff's completely unique! I have my own tone! Sounds of the hands, man! The tones of the hands!
Either way, when it comes to creating videos, you have to kind of characterize yourself, or you have to be animated. And sometimes that takes effort. Maybe at first you may not sound good, you may sound a little boring at first, you may come off kind of a little weird. However, eventually you begin to go into the flow of things. Because it's not easy to always get right in front of the camera and just go right off like that. Some people have it, some people have to work right into it. Me, I kind of had to work right into it a little bit. Even though this is one of the few videos that I've been doing, but yet, as the more I begin to do it, the better I get. Practice doesn't make perfect, but repetition makes perfect. So when you practice, it does make perfect, but the more you repeat it, it becomes a skill. Now, also, when it comes to, effort making, you gotta make sure that you put your best into this video. Make sure you do the right research. Make sure everything is correct in the way it should be. So that way, when you put out that video, you're able to be honest with a lot of the people. And as I create my content here, I want to be as honest and as authentic with you as much as possible, especially when it comes to gear review, and knowing that in a situation in the time that we're in, we're trying to do things as less expensive as possible. So when I come up with something, even to some people who say buy nice or buy twice, sometimes I try to make the best of what's less expensive, so that way I can be able to offer it to you and you can be able to take it from there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the video for today. But don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share it, don't forget to subscribe. So as I continue to make more videos, hopefully again, as we continue to weather this storm of what's going on in our economy, and knowing that we want to rise above of whatever else we want to do, at least we can be able to work our way around it. Now, also, before I forget, eventually the haters and the trolls are going to come. If they come, think of it as a trophy. Don't let them get under your skin. Say, sweet, somebody's watching my video. Cool. So until next time,